Matilda Calandri. We're here to present Hawken and Company Clothers, which is a high-performance business and business suiting and outerwear. So, first question I wanted to ask is why we do anything. And I think that the reasons behind this for me are many, but I think it boils down to seeking out a challenge. And the challenges that we accept in life are done for several reasons. One is to work with people that you like. Two is to do something that expresses some part of yourself, and ultimately something that makes us happy. So my story, I was in the Navy for 12 years. I was a surface warfare officer, deployed to many different areas of the globe. Worked on many different projects, from technical development of weapons, computer systems, all the way up to ship maintenance and tactical development of tactics in the Navy. Also partaken in several marathons and triathlons, and so those are the parts of my experience that have driven who I am. And Amanda will tell you a little about her.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I also was a naval officer for 8 years. I was the only female rescue swimmer in the West Coast Fleet.
Rock on.
Thank you. I've done 18 marathons. I've done Ironman triathlons. I'm very athletic, multifaceted. Just Chris and I have a lot in common. Now I host for the Travel Channel, and I'm a journalist. I went to Columbia's J School. I write for Livestrong. I write for Task and Purpose Ironman magazine. So I'm a freelancer, and I travel a lot for my work. So I'm all over the place, but I share the athletic and military values that Chris has.
Are you a student?
I graduated in 2013 from the journalism school. I'm also a classically trained chef, so I write about food and fitness. I'm just everywhere.
So the question that I asked next is, how did we decide to do what we're doing, which is to fuse this sort of technical fabrics with traditional business clothing? And I think it derives a lot from the experiences that I've had and Amanda has had. The experiences I've had have been a combination of outdoors, very technical, very rugged existence in the backcountry, from northeast of the United States, out west, and around the world. But also, it's always been done in a sort of very professional manner. The Navy is a professional organization, and so I think that instilled in us this sense of professionalism in how we conduct ourselves. So when I was thinking of what to do in terms of starting a business, I saw a very natural combination between providing a professional-looking business attire, but designed in a very technical manner, using highest performance fabrics and design features. And so that's what I think our customers want. So I went out to several of our potential customers here in Columbia to find out what they want. And the response, I thought, was very positive. Several business school students responded that they loved the look of the jacket. This is actually the Mallard. They loved the look of it. Surprisingly, that the fact that it was waterproof wasn't the best part of it for them. It was almost like gravy on top of what they expected as far as the jacket goes.
This is feedback from men?
Yes, so that's been feedback from men, but also Amanda has made note of it in her blogs as well.
I'd love to just jump in and speak to, as someone who loves functionality and something that has pockets, has as little clasps as possible, has a lining that keeps me cool, wicks. I'm loving the duality. This is actually the second version of the sheath dress, which I've gotten a lot of compliments on. Yeah, this is, and the way it fits, I mean, I'm very happy with it. But I'm also somebody who, given my work, I want to be relatively simple and to the point. Like when I'm working out, it's a different story. There's a lot of pink, there's a lot of leopard. But when I'm in a meeting or something like that, or I literally just flew 2 weeks ago to Florida to do an interview on the journalism side, and I wore this, and it was hot down there, but it was great, and I mean, I was very satisfied. So it kind of fits my lifestyle. So I know we're in the same vein.
Yeah. So what keeps us going? I think it is the combination of elements that we are calling our value proposition. The first is that the fabric itself has reached a state where it allows you to incorporate waterproof, stretch, breathability in a cloth or fiber that looks very natural and that provides the user with all of the benefits. But it also, and this is part of how we plan to proceed, is to use custom digital body scanning to size our clients. And the state of this technology is actually moving forward very quickly. I know for a fact that miniaturized body scan technology will be available on your laptop and tablets within the next year. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes in the way that clothes are sized and purchased and distributed. So I'm very eager to play a role in that. So I already mentioned the nature of the fibers and the materials that we use. I envision a combination of natural and synthetic fibers, natural luxury fibers that you'd be very familiar with, like cashmere, silk, bamboo, things that provide the wearer with natural protection, but which combine very well with the synthetic material that we are using here. And then the design characteristics, I think, are also an important part. The jacket I'm wearing has vertical pockets, which allow you to access your pockets without disturbing the inner liner that we are making for it. And so things like that make it very appealing to our customers. So how do we make sense of it? I think that the segmentation of our customers falls into three camps. The first are those who are global business travelers. They are successful, they have been trained as a professional, and they are looking for the best advantage that they can get in their workplace. So as Amanda mentioned, she wears this clothing because it's comfortable, because it's functional, and it allows her to do her job, and it's not the focus. The clothing is not the focus. The individual, their successes, and what they're doing is the focus. So the next segment are those aspiring to that. And I see a lot of this here in business school. I'm a little bit older than the average business school student, so I have a little bit of perspective. And I can tell you that this is what they're aspiring to. They have some money to spend beyond their initial needs, and I think that the price point that we want to offer this is well within their budget, and it will also they will in purchasing it as an aspiring millennial will capture them as a customer for like later in life. Okay, so how long will it take? So I spent the summer in Shanghai learning about the garment production and fabric production, and it really gave me a lot of momentum coming into this school year. And so the key milestones that we've reached here, we presented the product at the Columbia Venture Fair in October. This was the final product I had made in Shanghai, and it's being used, or we're working in collaboration with Martin Greenfield Clothers in Brooklyn to make the final iteration that I will then combine with a tech pack and a bill of material and send it to a qualified factory in Hubei, China, where I have a trusted sourcing agent to begin our initial sampling and batch production. With those initial 40, I'll begin to sort of experiment in the market here at Columbia. I already have a list of 20 customers, students, and professors that are very interested in the concept and the product that I've provided. So I just want to give Amanda a chance to talk about what she really does and what she's going to bring to this endeavor.
And I'll be brief. I see we have a minute and 11 seconds. I have a very organic social media following because of my background, and I think it helped that I was just on Runner's World in October. But when I put something out into Instagram, into Twitter, I actually got a lot of feedback from when I was wearing the jacket at a journalism event. And because my reach is organic and people know that I'm doing a lot of traveling, but I'm also an athlete, I think that as it grows, as it has, it's a very valuable asset to Hawken in the beginning. And I wouldn't get behind a product that I didn't believe in. So I think I'm a good spokesmodel for him because I like the stuff. On the first dress, I made a suggestion and they did it. They made the slit a little bigger, so I've been a very happy customer.
And so ultimately we have to ask whether it will be worth it to proceed along this challenge. And so I just wanted to provide you with some core, some solid financial information. The revenue is built on a model that I think I've sent to you, and it's sort of a slow approach. It's a conservative approach to building a customer base. But when we see ourselves, with a higher production volume, I can see.
Right, go ahead and conclude.
So we have a very good idea of the cost of the goods sold. We have a very good idea of the social media influence that we can bring to this table, bring to the conversation. Sorry. And
Okay, that's all right. We can go ahead and go Q&A if you want. Because I actually want to ask
Yeah.
what the price point is, because that's
Yeah.
not totally clear to me.
okay, yeah, I think when we spoke initially, the price point was a
You've come
little.
a long way since we spoke, even, I think, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's been the focus of my semester. So the price point that it will be $400 to $600 for the initial blazer.
Okay.
And when I spoke to you earlier, it might have been a little higher, but that was based on the costs that I had discovered in China, and I've since found out, I've just been working to find a qualified factory, and the cost will be about $100 per jacket, which allows me to kind of bring it down to a more, I want to say reasonable price, but reasonable in the sense that I can't go to Kickstarter with $1,000 blazer. It's just sort of the economics of that situation prevented. So
And the dress?
and the dress is $150 to $200, which is a pretty fair price range for.
And I want it in every color.
Yeah. So.
I want it.
That's
Can I
good.
get on the list?
So you said that
The
it's a
other
lining,
material.
yeah, it's a lining that keeps it kind of cool, keeps you cool.
This is
Yeah.
the
So
cotton.
that's like a shirt, like a cloth shirt lining.
I feel it.
that-
Is that okay?
Um,
You're just like, "Hi."
Oh, maybe can I do the jacket?
Oh yeah. So this is
Can I do the lining?
no. This is different. This is a 77%